In today's video, I'm going to be looking up all about the tavern system when it comes to Conan Exiles. So let's get straight into it and find our first barkeeper. So I just did a level 8 purge and I managed to get this Samorian barkeeper out. He had a distinctive look compared to everybody else. So he's special, and when you talk to him, you can learn tavern building. So we got this guy now, and we can make him follow home and stuff like that. But he doesn't seem to have an inventory, so I guess the thing with this guy is that it is a thing of keeping him alive, because he doesn't have much health. So things like this, you know, Scorpion, ooh, you want to keep this man safe and bring him back home and make sure he don't die. So come on, off we go. So now in my knowledge tab, I have tavern building unlocked. And there's this brand new category called countertops and bars. And in here we have the Tavern Bar. It only costs 80 wood and 10 iron reinforcements. And here we go. Here's the bar. I definitely need to make a tavern and do a much better job of this. And that will probably be a video of its own. Me making a tavern. But now this is the basic tavern that you can get. Let's see if I can get this guy on here. I think it's move and guard. He should... yeah, as you can see, we can snap him behind the bar. And there's his homely place. There we go. And then I can get, I guess you. You could come and sit at the bar. And when they sit at the bar, they should have a drink and stuff like that. They'll be like, bartender, please. And I believe we can also sit and drink. But I've heard it's a little buggy right now. And people get stuck permanently on the tavern. So I'm not going to do that right now. We have Will, however. Oh, look, she's having a swig. Have a look at what this guy does. So, here we go. Trade and enlist contracts. What's trade do? Oh, yes, I was hoping this would be a thing. He sells all of this for 1 gold, which is very generous. If you can get rid of the PvE surge, you can buy thousands of mead. Oh, this one I really like, the purified water. Look at that. Or the hearty feast. Oh yeah, that's gonna be amazing. It's either that or we can enlist contracts. Isscar the Sellsword, we can get off him for 50 gold, which I do want to quickly try out and see if he comes along. Because in theory, now that this is a thing, if you ever need him, you don't need to do a tier 10 or higher level purge to get him at all. Hello, I would like to borrow a small loan of gold. Thank you, 400 gold. And hello, Mr. Man. Let's get this guy to come round. He comes around for an entire day for 50 gold. So now he's hired, and my time's already started ticking down. And is that... I think that might be an in real day, not just a Conan day by the looks of it. 23 hours. Lovely. You can also dismiss him as well. So I wonder when this guy is gonna show up. If I never leave, will he come along at some point and come to the tavern? I mean, he's got a lot of doors to walk through. Oh, there he is! I don't know. Are you having trouble walking through the doors? Maybe a little bit. I know maybe with the power of finding, he will eventually find his way. I might need to open some doors for you. How about that? And you can come into my lovely abode. Oh, I went through all the doors myself, and he was like right ahead of me, apparently, opening the doors for me. And he's got a lovely floating cup. So now he's here for the day. We can just trade with him right here. So we don't even need to bother summoning him. Summoning him. Not summoning him. I mean, we can summon him with money. But this battering ram, if you're really in a pinch, you can buy it off of this guy. But you get a lot of free ones from the other place. So I would not spend 5k on this at all. That would be very silly. And then you have the other options to just buy all this stuff off him. Now, this stuff's going to be a lot easier to buy now that you can get a lot of gold via the siege, as long as you can complete the siege. of course, which is a higher level kind of thing, a lot of this stuff's going to be a lot easier to buy, and you can probably use this stuff for another siege to get more money. And I hope to see more contracts we can enlist in the future via here as well. All right, I got a little outdoor summer bar going on right here. This is totally not awkward at all, but we just had a guy turn up, just a random man. Like, he has no name on him either, so I don't think we can actually buy this guy. And another man has shown up on the bench. Oh, I can talk to this one. Hello. Oh, and I can hire him for 100 gold coins. So we got to do this, right? Oh, he disappeared. He's now following me. Oh, and he's over here now. Oh, that's so cool. So we now have hired this guy, and he's ours forever basically now. That's how this works. So this guy can be ours forever and hang out. He's not going to get a sit at my bar because I'm already hired him. He can sit at the back here and dance. He could be entertainment, you know. Another man showed up. Hello. I can talk to him too. Another dancer. 50 coins for a tier 2. So I'm wondering, if you're 100 coins, you're 50. A tier 1's got to be something like 25 maybe or something. And then that begs the question, what's a tier 4? Would a tier 4 be like 200 or would it be like 500? I'm going to have to see if I can get one to summon, but they are rare apparently. So we might not even be able to get one to summon. Another person, hello. I get so excited when I see more people. It seems like the ones I can't hire seem to like to sit at the bar for some reason. Let me remove this lady. My other question about this whole thing as well was how far do they need to be away from the bar, right? To sit in a chair. A couple of test chairs out here. Maybe I'll move one even further back over here as well. I just want to see for entertainment purposes how far they will sit from the bar. Because I imagined if someone has a very well-decorated house with a lot of chairs, could that mean that they would come and sit in your house instead of go to your pub, you know? A new guy. He has 10 gold coins for a tier 1, so not that expensive at all. I've had finally someone sit quite far away from everybody else. He's not uninteractable though, so he's just chilling out here. But there does seem to be a radius. I saw many people come and go. Nobody has sat in this chair yet. People even went on top of the wall to get into this bar. They were that desperate for a drink, you know? The one thing I think for feedback when it comes to the bar, I would like to see an option to be able to see like a radius that maybe turns off in like 5 seconds, you know? Maybe it lasts for 10 seconds. Oh, goodbye. Oh, I could enlist. Could I actually run after her and enlist her still? I could. Oh! You can, but they're like, no, please, you've had your time. But I have noticed once the chairs get full up and you have someone leave, usually someone will come in due time quite quickly to go and fill out the spare missing chairs. But they do leave after a while. I've had a few leave, so they're not sticking there forever. There's been a lot of tier 1s that have showed up in between that time. So we have to see what else comes to the bar. Let's sit this lady down because she's very confusing. We have this spare chair. I might have to do some more digging to see exactly what comes here, but I believe it's a chance for like a bit of everything to come up to your bar. But I guess the next thing I got on my list, now that I've kind of experimented a little bit with it, is to actually make a proper one. Because, I mean, these guys got sandstormed while I was making this video. They didn't seem to care, but I felt kind of like a bad host, you know what I mean? And look at the size of these chairs these people are sitting on. They're all lonely. They're just sitting on the benches on their own right in the middle. Can't be having that. At least they're having a good drink, I guess. I mean, there's nothing in there, but they're having a good drink, I assume. But I really do like this mechanic. It's another way to get something cool to show up to your door, and you never know what it might be. I mean, the fact that I could get like the dancer and stuff to show up here was pretty cool. I really like that. I could get that kind of duty coming over here being like, hello, I want to be your friend. I look forward to seeing what else they do with this actual bar mechanic. Let me know what you guys think about this whole tavern thing. And very soon we shall make our own tavern and make it fully functional, hopefully. But yeah, I think you might want to be wary of where you put your tavern as well. Like I was saying, this radius is decently big. I mean, this kind of length here, I could imagine like just some walls, these being up against walls, and then it would kind of be like you have some tables and chairs in here, maybe a little bit bigger. But I think this does allow for plenty of room. But you do want to be cautious if your base is like right there. If you have chairs inside there, that the people might sit in your base instead of in the bar. So you might want to be cautious about that, because it's got a decent amount of space between the bar and that. I assume it's a little bit bigger than this guy on the chair over here. If I was to get a foundation out from the bar, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, that's not terrible. He's like 5 foundations out. I imagine you could probably stretch it to 6, 7 maybe. And this one's just a little bit out. I mean, I could test it by putting a chair here as well. I did a chair here as well. But it gives you an idea of how big of a building it could be. And then also how much it needs to be away from your main kind of thing if you don't want them sitting in chairs. Or maybe you just don't have chairs in your base, I guess, if you want this to be a thing. Or maybe you just want people to come into your base and sit in your base and slurp away on beverages. Maybe that's what you want. I don't know. Do whatever you want though. Enjoy the system. I think it's really cool. I'm enjoying it. And I look forward to seeing what they do. I've got a lot more experimenting to do. But that'll be for another day. So thank you for watching. I love you. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.